the record. So we have begun. So you have the recording to go back to. Um, Also, reminder that next Tuesday is our last class for this series, and we will start back up August the 12th if you're interested in signing back up. I'm sure that they'll put SOWEGA will put some type of information out there. I don't know if you contact Sam, Kimberly, I'm not sure exactly what y'all's protocol is, but we did decide on that date of August the 12th to start back up. There is a possibility of, okay, so on that Tuesday, it'll be the same as this year, or this time, where we have the morning class from 10 to 11 and the afternoon class from 1:30 to 2:30. You're welcome to join either. I know Mr. Hazel's, you started out in one and changed to the other, and there's absolutely no problem in doing that.
Okay.
You can do
Thank you.
that throughout the 16 weeks if that's what you need to do, with the understanding that the two classes end up being a little bit different, and it's just the way it goes. But what I was getting to is that there will also be a Friday class. There is a Friday class now. I've probably alluded to that before. But the Friday class is from 9 to 10, so it's early. But the Friday class is called the exploring class. I don't want to call it the advanced class because advanced class feels like there's pressure to be some kind of like expert or like, really, really good or something. But in August, this class starts all over from the beginning. Starting to go over the warm-up slowly. And some people take the beginner class several times, or some people stay in the beginner class forever. They're fine going back over it. And then you have some people that are like, okay, I'm ready for more. I'm ready for what's next. I'm ready to really just focus on part 2 or the advanced 6. And that's what Friday class is for. So there's no pressure to go to the Friday class. I just want you to know that it's a possibility. And so that's something that if you want to talk to me about outside of class, we can talk about it. But it will start August the 15th. So that same week, it's just on Friday.
So now next week, being the last week too, I'll be traveling. I'm going to a conference next Tuesday.
Okay.
So at this time, I should be on the road by that time. So can I just, that night where I am, once I settle down, look at the video?
Yeah, you just let me know if you have any questions or need anything after you watch that video, and we'll get you checked off for class, and I'll get you your t-shirt in the mail.
Oh, okay.
I have 3 t-shirts right here waiting for people to get to that magic number so that I can mail them. But for those of you who have got your magic number of 11 out of the 16 classes, then I went on and sent those out. So that's what Mr. Hazels is wearing today.
Thank you.
I'm wearing Tigers Andrew College because my son plays ball this afternoon.
Oh.
Cuthbert, they have a doubleheader against East Georgia, which is out of Swainsboro. And whoever wins the games today, I think a team has to win both games. They will be the 3rd seed going into conference tournament that starts next week in Tifton. So how far are y'all from Tifton?
I'm 45 minutes west of Tifton.
Okay.
I'm probably 3.5 hours away from Tifton.
Oh goodness, I'm closer than you are.
Yeah, I'm up in Fayetteville, Georgia.
Gotcha.
Oh, you're a long way. You're Atlanta way.
Yeah, 20 minutes from the airport.
I don't always know where everybody is by memory. I know we have quite a bit of people that are from Albany, and I don't always know how close all that stuff is over there because it's not my regular travel route. But I may end up in Tifton next week if my schedule will allow it for them to play that conference tournament. It would be cool if they would just keep winning, But on the flip side, if they'll lose, my son can come home. So I'm kind of torn about it.
What position does he play?
He plays third base, and he I was going to tell you he bats. I can't remember what he bats now. They move him around in the lineup, I guess.
He has an arm if he's playing third base.
Ma'am.
He has a good arm if he's playing third base.
Yeah, and he likes to play shortstop too. But his answer, if somebody asks, like if a coach were to ask him where he plays, he'll say he'll play anywhere. Like, just put me on the field, coach. In high school, he was a pitcher as well as shortstop. But he didn't want to pitch in college. It was a lot on his arm, and he just didn't want to do it anymore. So if he quits today, I'll be happy. If he plays forever, I'll be happy. As long as he's happy, I'm happy.
Okay.
But this is his last semester at Andrew College. It was a 2-year junior college. So in the fall, he'll go to a new school, and we don't know yet where that is. Oh, let's slow it down. Doing our warm-ups for our neck. Hopefully we feel comfortable with our warm-ups, even if we have to refer to our poster or our handbook. Knowing if we incorporate our principles, even in just our warm-ups, that we can get benefits from Tai Chi just in our warm-ups. We don't even have to do the Tai Chi series of movements. I always like that permission, because sometimes knowing and learning all the moves of Tai Chi can be stressful for some people. So knowing if we follow principles, then we can get the benefits. And one is slow, smooth, continuous, as you see in our pace. Sometimes it's hard to transition from the real world to Tai Chi world, where we slow down. We want to be thinking upright posture. Oh, I got Sharita coming in. Yay, Sharita. Sharita was not in class on Friday. Her tablet was dead. Well, we want to have upright posture. Anytime we're leaning, whether it be to the side or forward, leaning is headed towards falling. So upright posture is so important. And the way we hold our body in that upright way without tension puts less stress on our joints. And anytime we have less stress on our joints, we'll have less potential for pain and inflammation. Glad you're here, Sharita.
Hey, Jennifer, thank you.
You're welcome. And if you were looking for Friday's class, I didn't put it on YouTube until this morning. I left Friday right after class to go to an Easter thing in Claxton, a little get-together for the senior centers. And then I was gone yesterday and really had forgotten that I didn't do it, because typically I do.
Okay, because I didn't see it.
And it's only 28 minutes long, because SOWEGA had, I don't know what had happened with their tablet. Let's don't blame SOWEGA. Let's blame Claris. Those Claris people, they messed up that tablet. Now, I don't know what happened, but people were trying to get into class and couldn't. And that's why I texted you and asked, were you having any problems getting into class? Because if my Claris people were good, then it was a SOWEGA thing. And if everybody was bad, then it was a Claris thing.
No, that wasn't my problem.
So we'll really never know, and it's okay. By the time everybody got on, it was 30 minutes late, but we still did class. I said, wow, talk about perseverance, spending 30 minutes trying to figure it out. and not giving up. You know, in life, things don't always go as planned. Things don't always work. It usually involves technology when that's happening. And it's easy to just throw something and just say, forget it, I'm not doing this.
Right.
Just focusing on my breath. I'm going to practice um, pushing my mouth so we can do some mental quietness. Especially now as we move towards our lower body where it does take some more concentration. So shifting our weight to one leg, heel forward, hands back, pause in the middle, and toe back, hands forward. I'm going to push it and do one more. The longer we do our Tai Chi, the stronger our muscles get and the more able we are to hold our weight on one leg. We want our muscles nice and strong to be able to hold our body upright and not fall. I've had several people fall lately in a bathtub or a shower, and so I just want to take this time to remind you to have those non-slip strips. They used to be real cute. You used to go buy flowers and stuff. I don't know if you still can. But a no-slip mat sometimes has good intention. But if it's not suctioned fully and completely, then it can be more of a hazard than not having one at all. I mean, we could get real extreme and say to install a bathtub that has a textured bottom, but that's a lot to ask. But you can install those strips that are kind of, to me, they're kind of like sandpaper. Putting sandpaper on the bottom of your shower. But you go ahead and water and then soap, and it is just easy to slip and fall, and it's just very dangerous. So just be mindful of your shower situation, especially if you go out of town and you may be in a shower that you're not familiar with. All right, shifting weight, tapping out that toe and punching. We're doing a cross body, so the opposite arm and fist and the leg that's going out. That cross lateral movement is good for our brains. It's one reason why it's difficult for us to do. Our brains want to do the same side. So we challenge our brains to do the opposite. All right, stepping out. Small step, keeping both feet flat on the floor as we shift weight front and back, and then to the side. You may really start to feel yourself warm up here. as you do all this weight shifting.
I think I'll stay in the beginner's class forever.
That's okay. That's okay. I know I had Miss Linda, not you, Miss Linda, but Miss Linda Pritchett. She's in the afternoon class. She said, I don't want to go to the advanced class like I was going to make her. She loves our class. And
I just get more comfortable with this one.
well, I like that. Okay, the first time you hear something, you hear it one way. The next time you learn it, you go, oh, it clicked differently because you heard it differently. You understand it in a different way. And so, I've been doing Tai Chi for a long time. I don't get bored with these basic 6 movements, with the advanced 6 movements. I don't have that need to, move beyond it. I like it. I like all of it. I enjoy part 2. It's challenging for me in a different way.
It involves the entire body, so
Yeah,
that satisfies me.
and these movements are the ones that are evidence-based for falls prevention. Now, the other ones, you have to be pretty advanced and strong in your body. And Sharita, you'd probably agree, right? Because you're in both classes.
Yes, ma'am.
Part 2 is just woo. It blows your mind and really challenges you. Just to give you an example of a movement that's called Repulse the Monkey. It's a 360-degree brush knee, or
Wow.
series of brush knees. So we know brush knee from our advanced 6 movement, right? We know that movement, or we're familiar with that movement. And our Repulse the Monkey comes from here, fist under elbow, and it looks like this.
Oh, it's too much turning.
So it's a circle of brush knees, and so it's just very challenging. Your feet get all kind of tangled up, and so that's in our that's in our part 2 movements. Another one that's challenging is called leisurely tie the coat, and it comes after a brush knee. So there is that familiarity of having a brush knee, but then leisurely tie the coat. Here, we talk about zipping up a coat, offering pies. They don't want it. We throw pies in the face, and then, of course, open and close. So, just some different more challenging movements, but also something that's familiar, like we do single whip in our basic 6. And in part 2, we have step back single whip. So a very familiar movement, but it's just different. So if you ever just say, hey, I think I want to see it or try it out, just ask me. I'll get you in the class on the Friday class, and you can just observe it, or you can get on the YouTube page. And if you'll see SOWEGA, a date, in the word exploring, that's my Friday class. If you
okay.
want to just watch it.
I'll keep that in mind.
Just for entertainment purposes, if you just want to check it out.
Okay.
But for our purposes, in class 15 of our beginner's class, we do basic 6, advanced 6, but we really have that goal of feeling very comfortable with basic 6. Okay, so I'm going to turn around, get my body in check with my breathing, stable stance, relaxed shoulder, no tension, slight bend in my knees, just getting myself in a good A stable stance to start our movements. Weights on both legs. All right, here we go. Starting from the top, we have commencement. Our hands come up, down, shift right. Place the left foot forward, hands come in and up, shift left as they go out, right foot forward, hands come back, open and close. Single whip, shift left, step right, adjust weight, shift left, bring that right foot, right hand back, waving hands in clouds. Step and switch, turn and shift. Those are our 4 words on the wall. That's what's in front of me. I about said behind me, because typically it is behind me. We're doing 6. I like to count the turns. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. I feel like I'm going really fast. I need to slow down. And lost track of my counting, so excuse me if this is an extra. Open, close. I'm going to come over here to do our advanced 6, starting with brush knee, shift left, right toe in, shift right and reach, separate, prepare, step left, hand comes in and turns, push as I shift, follow step right, play the lute, step back, turn hands, shift as they pass, follow step, parry punch, step and flip, shift and parry, step and flip, shift and parry, step, guard, get these flowers out the front pocket, shift as I deliver, and follow step right, block and close, step back, release hands, shift as they come to my hips, follow step, push the tiger, step, shift as I push, follow step to the front, step, shift, step, adjust weight, open, close. Now let's do it to the right. Brush knee, shift, turn, shift and reach, separate, prepare, step, left hand in, turns, shift as I push, follow step, play the lute, step back, turn hands, shift as they pass, follow step, parry punch, step and flip, shift and parry, step and flip, shift and parry, step, guard, shift, deliver, follow step, block and close, step, shift, hands to my hips, follow step, push the tiger, step, shift and push, follow step to the front, step, shift, step, hands face, open, close. Close it out. So that's kind of describing all of our moves throughout that. Do you have any questions with those moves? All right, so let's just practice them. I'll call out the name of the movement, but won't describe it. In a minute, I'll turn on our music, and we'll practice it with our music so we can really get a feel for the pace and just how slow it is. All right, from the top, we got part 1, basic 6, and advanced 6. And begin. Commence. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Advance 6. Brush knee. Play the loop. Hairy punch. Lock and close. Open, close. Brush knee. Play the loop. Hairy punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger to the front. Open, close. Close it out. All right, one more time calling out the moves, then I'm going to put on the music unless you have any questions. After we practice with the music several times, then we will review some of our advanced 6 and keep practicing. Just whatever y'all need, y'all let me know. Okay. All right, here we go. Calling out the moves of part 1, basic 6, and advanced 6. And commence. Single whip. Sorry, I didn't say open and close. Open, close, single whip, waving hands in clouds, open, close. Advanced 6, starting with brush knee to the left. Play the loop. Hairy punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Brush knee. Play the loop. Parry punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Close it out. All right, music time. Come on, phone, don't fail me now. There we go. Part 1, repeat. All right, here we go. This will teach us good pace and slowing down. And begin. Advance 6. So that was slower than what we had been practicing, isn't it? When I put that music on, it's like I know which movement goes with which part. And there's not a stress in keeping up with the music. Don't feel like that, you know, if you finish way before the music comes to an end that you're doing something wrong. It's just a reminder of just how slow the movement is. And it teaches us to go, okay, let's do that again. Try going a little bit slower with the pace. So let's do that. Here we go. And commence. Advance 6. Carry punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open and close. Brush knee. Play the loop. Carry punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Close it out. So hopefully each time we've done this, you've just gotten better and better. I mean, that is our goal, and we know with practice, that's how we get better. All right, let's do it again. I'll start the music over if we're going to do it to the music. All right. And begin. Commence. Single whip. Feeding hands in clouds. knee. Play the loop. Carry punch. Remember, our flowers come from our front pocket. And we deliver. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Brush knee. Play the loop. Carry punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Oh, Linda must have left and came back in. All right. How's that feeling? Is that feeling good?
Sorry about that computer problems today.
That's okay. I understand. Let me tell this lady, oops, let me not do it in an all caps because that will make it look like I'm yelling at her. I gotta tell her I'm in class. You know, the digital age has taught us that we have to be constantly in touch. And if somebody doesn't respond like immediately, you're like, well, fine, whatever, you know. All right, so good gracious. The stress. But I always have my phone just in case my kids, and then I feel the pressure of all the other stuff. Let's talk about the advanced six specifically. So we practiced that several times. And I hope that, especially in the basic six, you're just like really in the groove of it. You're finding the smoothness in the movements because you know it like you didn't know it the first day of class or the first time you came to class. So advanced six, it just takes more time to get there because it is advanced, it's more complicated movement, but we have a lot less experience with it. So let's just talk about the movements and how to make it more smooth in the timing. So starting with brush knee. So I'm going to turn around, and the first time we do brush knee, it's to the left and it looks like this. So watch me and really think about the smoothness of the movement. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that is smooth and it was continuous. It was slow as it was intended. Here's
Brush knee because you're going past that knee. Is that I learned by association.
yeah, it's confusing to me. It should be like brush ear or brush shoulder. That's the way it feels when you do the actual movement. But it's called brush knee because, okay, I'm going to do it facing forward, going to the right. But this is the fight that we're never going to have, right? And so in brush knee, so here's here, okay. So somebody is getting ready to come at my knee, okay? And I'm going to take this hand right here and I'm going to brush them out of the way, okay? So that's, in theory, that's what we're doing, is we are here. We've moved our leg back to avoid the attack, and then this hand goes and brushes it away and comes down and rests by the hip. Okay. Then, because we're mad that they came at us, we're coming at them. So at the end of brush knee, it's an attack move. So I step towards them and I deliver a push. Follow step. So that's why it's called brush knee, is because they came at my knee and I brushed them away.
Okay.
But to me, if you just do that movement, it feels more like a brush ear or a brush shoulder because of this hand and what it does. But that's where the name of it comes from. Now, don't ask me to explain all of them because I don't always know all of them. But here, after we finish brush knee, in talking about it in terms of a fight, and I'm coming towards you, we have play the lute. So let's just say we grab them. This is in the fight. We don't make a fist, but we grab them and we pull them towards us and poke them in the eyeball. So that's kind of the premise behind that. So you can finish off this move thinking about a fight. Of course, here's a punch. They come at us, so we back up to avoid their punch. And then we come at them with a final push. We finished them off, and now we can open, close, and move on with our life. So it's the fight you're never going to have, but advanced 6 movements really are based in that martial art thinking and movement. And so some of them are named as such, and but if you really digest the movement, then you can see how it is fight related. All right, so brush knee. We shift our weight to the left. Our hands are out here because we just finished open and close. But we shift our weight to that left foot and turn that right toe in. And that's like an arrow foot. We're saying I'm going that way. Shift left, right toe in. Now when we shift right, that's when we lay our right hand out. So the shift right and the laying the right hand out happens at that same time. So in our Tai Chi, we're connecting hand movements with weight shift. So we do it with commencement, where we come down, shift right, and we shift left as those hands go out. So the hand movement and the weight shift are going in that same direction, whether it be down, forward, open, close. Even in our single whip, we shift, we step, and then when we adjust the weight to put weight on that front foot, we put our hands out at the same time. So we're always looking for places to connect the top and the bottom parts. What's happening with our hands and what's happening with weight shift, and how can we connect the two things happening at once. And when we do that, we start to experience the internal components of Tai Chi. We're really connecting what's going on, and that just takes time. Because whenever we first start and we're doing the brush knee in a choppy way, it's more like shift, toe in, reach, prepare, and step. Turn the hand and shift and push. Follow step. So it's a little more choppy, but through practice we make it a lot more smooth, which is our goal. So practice that weight shift and hand movement happening at the same time. So on that front end of brush knee, it's shift left, right toe in. Now shift right and reach right. The left hand comes down and protects the elbow. Separate, prepare to step. We step. Now we got to bring this right hand up and turn it. Now we're ready to shift left and push right. And then follow step. So notice when I pushed right, I didn't fully extend that arm. I extended it, but still kept that soft bend. And that's that open or song joint. But the weight shift and the push happened at the same time. Then we put a period on the end of that movement by the follow step. Follow step feet get no weight. Follow step feet get no weight because they're the first step of the next movement. Something I want to remind you on our, especially our advanced movements in the footwork, is that they're really small steps. So when we think stepping, we think fairly big, or we think we are going places. So when we step out, and because we're used to walking, we're talking about stepping, we step forward like this, and that's a pretty big step. In our advanced movements, we follow step from behind, but we're still behind when we end. And watch whenever we step back for the play the loop movement, watch how big my step is. It's really small. And it's almost as if I pick it up and put it right back down, almost exactly where it was. It's like a half of a step. So it's not even a full step. And that's something that we have to get used to, because we live in this world of big and more, and it's not good enough if it's not more. We surely don't think about stepping and still being behind. So it just takes practice. So remember to make your steps small. It's really great if you can watch yourself in a mirror or watch yourself on video and see where your feet naturally land. Because we're not supposed to look down, because once we look down, that puts us towards falling, and that goes against what we're doing here. So it's great to look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, where are my feet? Because you may be follow stepping here. And we shouldn't be side by side. There should be a stagger to our stance in that follow step moment. We step back, shift, and we follow step. See, it's a small step, but we're staggered. We're not side by side. That comes with practice. So be patient with yourself and just look at yourself. Try not to look down, because it really does kind of messes you up. It makes me sort of dizzy to look down. All right, so let's go through our basic our advanced 6 again. Starting with brush knee, we shift, right toe in, shift right and reach, separate, prepare, step, hand in, turn, shift and push, follow step. So you saw how big that step was. Basically, I just turned and put it down. I didn't even step. I didn't go anywhere. Play the lute. Step back, turn hands, shift as they pass, and when I get to that elbow, follow step. So see, half a step. Parry punch. Hold on. Step, shift. I done messed up. Bum, bum. Okay, here we go. Step and switch. Shift and parry. Step and switch. So see, here's shift as my hands move. Step, guard. Get these flowers out your front pocket. Shift as you deliver. So see, hand movement and shift. Block and close. Step back. Shift and those hands move. See how many times that happens? Step, shift and push. But notice my body stayed upright. I didn't lean into a push. I stayed upright and my hands extended. So it's called push mountain or push the tiger up the mountain. So you think when you push something, you put your all into it. But stay upright, extend those arms, follow step to the front. Open, close. All right, now out to the right. Brush knee. Shift. Left toe in. Shift and reach. Separate, prepare. Step. And in and turn. Ready to shift as I push and follow step. Play the lute. Step and turn. Shift as they pass and follow step. Parry punch. Step and flip. Shift and parry. Step and flip. Shift and parry. Step guard. Shift deliver. Follow step. Block and close. Step back. Shift. Follow step. Push the tiger. Step. Push. Follow step to the front. Step. Shift and step. Hands face. Open. Close. And close it out. So reminder just how small those steps are. I'm going to go through them one last time and then we'll cool down. It's right at almost 11. Here we go. Calling out the names. Brush teeth. Brush teeth. Brush some teeth, y'all. Play the lute. Parry punch. Block and close. Push the tiger. Front. Open, close. Brush knee. Play the lute. Parry punch. Lock and close. Push the tiger. Open, close. Close it out. So we're thinking small step. We're thinking remain upright. We're thinking weight shift as something's happening with our hands. Those are the things going through our head as our head guides us through our advanced 6 movements so that we learn it and we get better at it and we get to the point where we can do it without thinking. All right, we're giving ourselves a nice fist massage. Let's gather tension and then let it go. We don't want to live with tension, do we, y'all? Gather and release. Gather and release. That feels good to let it go. It doesn't feel good to hold it. So we let it go. Big shoulder circle. Right fist, whoops, mirror image. Right fist represents our strength, our left fingers together, our friendship, our thumb, our humility. And mutual respect, we say namaste. All right, Miss Sharita, the others have dropped out on us. It's just us left. I hope you have a wonderful week. Keep that tablet charged. I hope to see you on Friday.
Okay, all right.
Let me know if I can do anything for you, okay, darling?
All right, you're
All right.
such a sweetie. Okay, thanks, Jennifer.
All right, love you.
Love you
All
more.
right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.